It is Sunday, the 18th of August, 2024. My name is Pigeon Rose, and this is my song of the day. We are once again talking about boygenius. It's been a while since we talked about boygenius. I mean, we had that whole week and we did Not Strong Enough. And there's another song from their debut album that I really wanted to talk about, and I thought it'd be a good way to end this week. So here we are. That song is True Blue. I think this song is a real ender of a song. Like, this should be towards the end of the album. And certainly if I put it on a playlist for someone, it would be towards the end. Well, I mean, the end of this album has to be a letter to an old poet. That's just kind of how it works. But I feel like True Blue makes sense as a second last song maybe, but it's actually fourth song on the album, which is kind of weird, but it still works there. I just would have put it later personally, but I mean, all of their songs kind of have ender energy, honestly, except for Not Strong Enough. Well, even Not Strong Enough kind of does, because of the whole, I don't know, man. Anyway, so I mentioned in the Not Strong Enough episode that there is a thing called boygenius the film, which is music videos for the 3 original singles that were released from this album, directed by Kristen Stewart. That was $20, Emily I'm Sorry, and True Blue. And so the music video for this song is the last bit of that film. I recommend the music video, especially if you like women. You'll understand why I said that when you watch it. But anyway, we'll listen to it now and then come back in a few minutes and talk about it. When the singles first released, this was the standout track to me. It still is, really. Of the songs in boygenius the film, it's my favorite. And on the album, I'd say my favorites are True Blue, Not Strong Enough, Letter to an Old Poet as my top 3. Not in that order. Well, maybe in that order, honestly. And yeah, it's just so fucking good. I really love this song. It's got such a great vibe to it because it feels really chill, kind of mid-tempo, you know. But it carries a lot of emotional weight in it. And I mentioned when I've talked about boygenius and its members before that Lucy Dacus is the one that I'm kind of the least familiar with. So it's always kind of a pleasant surprise when a Lucy Dacus song grabs me as much as something like this does, or like Night Shift before. Because with the boygenius songs, the ones that tend to stand out to me tend to be the Phoebe and Julianne led ones because they're the singers I'm more familiar with. But then you get something like this and I'm like, man, Anyway, yeah, no, great song. I'll get the music video out of the way first so we can talk about the song. If you didn't watch it, it's Lucy in this house, clearly seeming restless, and then she decides to make everything blue. She starts painting the wall blue, and she kind of smears her hand in it and looks at her hand covered in blue. And then as she keeps painting, Phoebe and Julian appear beside her and start painting as well, and they start painting each other, and they all start making out with each other, and by the end, everything is blue. It really carries the emotion of the song and the album and boygenius as a whole because it speaks to, you know, a lot of their themes of love and queer love, of course, being that they're all 3 women, but also about platonic love and how, you know, how important it is to have close connections with people, which is kind of what the song is about. And, you know, it's not clear if the song is about a romantic or a platonic relationship. You're kind of going to read into it whatever you're bringing to it. But I think it speaks well for both of them, particularly the chorus. But that idea of being true blue, you know, true blue means like loyal, not a chance that they will betray you, you know? And the fact that the music video has them all painting each other blue really speaks to the connection that they have, you know, and how much they trust each other and how much they love each other and care about each other. I just really like that. Also, you know, it's the 3 members of boygenius kissing. I'm not going to complain. I do enjoy how the blue on Phoebe looks like freckles at first. I enjoy that. Also, that one shot of Lucy looking down and seeing Julianne painting beside her. She looks so relieved and happy and in love. It's wonderful. So let's talk about the lyrics, the song itself. You said you wanted to feel alive, so we went to the beach. You were born in July 95 in a deadly heat. You say you're a winter bitch, but summer's in your blood. You can't help but become the sun. So I think it's interesting that you were born in July 95 in a deadly heat. None of the members were born in July 95. So I'm not sure who this is about. It's probably about someone specific. And that's something that I saw noted in a review I looked up of this song about the kind of specificity of some of the lyrics. And it's something I love as well in lyrics and in poetry and in story writing, when you have specific details that are so clearly specific to your own experience, but that specificity makes it more universal because you can relate to having that specificity, even if it doesn't specifically apply to you, if that makes any sense. So this idea of, you were born in July in 95 in a deadly heat. You say you're a winter bitch, but summer's in your blood. You can't help but become the sun. Great line. Love that so much. A winter bitch specifically. It feels very zillennial, doesn't it? But yeah, I love that. You're a winter bitch, but summer's in your blood. You can't help but become the sun. Talking about how this person prefers cold weather and coldness, but the narrator, Lucy, saying that you are summer, you are brightness, you bring brightness to the world, and I love that. You can't help but become the sun. It's great. When you moved to Chicago, you were spinning out. When you don't know who you are, you fuck around and find out. Again, very modern phrasing. When you called me from the train, water freezing in your eyes, you were happy and I wasn't surprised. Water freezing in your eyes is an interesting thing. It implies that they're crying, and the fact that they're moving to Chicago, which can get quite cold. It is the Windy City. It's an interesting way to say that, like, you're on the verge of tears, water freezing in your eyes, And it feels good to be known so well. I can't hide from you like I hide from myself. The chorus makes me think of a quote, which feels like the mission statement of this song and something that I hold very dear to myself. And it is a meme, unfortunately. But that quote is, if we want the rewards of being loved, we have to submit to the mortifying ordeal of being known. That quote is from a Tim Kreider essay in the New York Times. And it's a really interesting thought that gets memed a lot. But yeah, it's the idea of, if you want to be loved and you want to feel love from people and experience the positive outcomes of love, then you have to be willing to open yourself up. You have to submit to the mortifying ordeal of being known. In order to be loved, you have to be known. And the lyric here of, it feels good to be known so well, I can't hide from you like I hide from myself. It really reminds me of that quote, and I really enjoy it. And I'll expand on that a bit when we get to the second chorus, because it expands a bit. Now you're moving in, breaking a sweat on your upper lip and getting pissed about humidity and the leaky faucet. You already hurt my feelings 3 times in the way only you could. So we're getting more specificity here. They're moving out of Chicago, they're moving into this person's place, breaking a sweat on your upper lip, getting pissed about humidity and leaky faucet, giving very specific details of moving into this place. You already hurt my feelings 3 times in the way only you could. Makes it sound quite sad, but we tie around to the bridge later to make it kind of seem more acceptable. But we get the chorus first, which is, but it feels good to be known so well. I can't hide from you like I hide from myself. I remember who I am when I'm with you. Your love is tough. Your love is tried and true blue. I love this so much. So expanding on that idea of being known so well, I remember who I am when I'm with you is such a great bit. You get that sometimes people say, like, I feel like myself when I'm with you. I feel more complete. And it's a really interesting part of love when you find someone who you fully vibe with, who you fully like, they complete your experience. You want to talk to them. You want to just be in their presence because they accept you for who you are, and thus you are able to experience who you are firsthand. Does that make sense? And so you can't hide from them like you hide from yourself, because they know you and they want to see the real you because that's who they love. So you can't hide that from them because you want to share in that, Your love is tough, your love is tried and true blue. Love is not all sunshine and rainbows. It involves sacrifice, it involves challenge, it involves compromise and all that sort of stuff. And so the idea that this person has been through the ringer, hurting their feelings 3 times in the way only they could, but their love is still tried and true blue. They are loyal. They are not going to leave. This is a true love, whether it is platonic or romantic or whatever. Then we get the bridge. You've never done me wrong except for that one time that we don't talk about because it doesn't matter anymore. Who won the fight? I don't know. We're not keeping score. So it's saying here, like, we have fights. We sometimes disagree, but it doesn't matter because we sorted it out in the end. It doesn't matter who won the fight because in the end, our love is tried and true blue. It'll all come out in the wash, And then we get the chorus again, and then just repeating blue. Yeah, love this song so much. Love the little details in the music in the background as well. The like kind of twinkly, piano-y, synthy sounds. Just wonderful song. Love it so much. I love the music video. And great harmonies, of course, because it is a boygenius song, of course. Yeah, no, great song. I haven't decided what songs I'm doing next week except for one of them, so it'll probably just be another unthemed, whatever the fuck I want to talk about week. We'll get there. But until then, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out Boy Genius. They're great. Watch Boy Genius the film. It's really good, I promise. It's only like 15 minutes long total. And it's just 3 music videos strung together with shots of them in bed. Thank you so much for listening. Please give a like, give a subscription, leave a comment, tell other people about this show, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.
With the taste of your lips, I'm on a run. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? Just before I started recording, I saw a TikTok with the bass line from Toxic, and now it's in my head. Anyway, it's been a while. I don't know, man. Anyway, look at Not Perfect System. By the end, everything is blue, you know? Everything is blue. His hair, his hands, his jeans. Anyway, are the outtakes for this episode just going to be me singing other songs? Anyway, but also, a blout? That's a new one. You say you're a winner, bitch, but I said winner, bitch. You're a winner, bitch. Winter bitch specifically feels like a very, it feels like something I would say about myself, honestly. I'm a winter bitch. I'm not a winter bitch. Well, I'm not a summer bitch, though. I guess I'm a spring bitch. I overheat too easily. Anyway, let me Google again what that is from. Come on, know your meme, do your thing. Do you know your memery? Don't put that in the outtakes page.